I welcome all of you, the whole world, to come and celebrate, enjoy not only the enlightenment ecosystem, the beauty of how it is getting revived. Be an insider for this great revival process. If you are an insider even for a startup company, you will understand not only the result of the company, even that being an insider is such a joy. Being an insider when it was happening is something extraordinary. So, I welcome all of you to come and be part of an insider of this revival of KAILASA, the enlightenment ecosystem, sovereign order of KAILASA, KAILASA nation itself. I request and welcome, invite all of you to become e-Kailasian, get your free e-passport and make billions receive this free e-passport. What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to KAILASA, it's okay. KAILASA can come to you. KAILASA coming to you is e-Kailasa. KAILASA is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
Modern science says that all that exists, whether manifest or unmanifest, is a probability. Infinite probabilities create a quantum field of infinite potential. An observer collapses the probability wave into a particle. Your intention thus creates the reality. Called the observer effect, it is the very act of observation that precipitates any reality into existence. Hinduism is far advanced than this primitive understanding in the modern day. Hindus know this field of infinite potential as Paramashiva. Paramashiva permeates everything, manifest and unmanifest. He is intelligent, compassionate, and a myriad other auspicious qualities. Our scriptures provide detailed descriptions of how to invoke His presence on the earthly plane, the visualizations that manifest Him, the mantras, sounds that invoke Him, how He looks, His various dimensions, the actions that please Him and have His blessings rain on you, the times in the past when He has manifested for us and led us through a breakthrough. Hinduism knows the art of communing with Paramashiva to manifest any reality we want. And when our effort and all the knowledge isn't enough, he himself incarnates in human body to show us how, to liberate us, to show us where we are stuck, to take us to oneness. Pratyaksha Pada Puja to His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda, Paramashiva incarnate. Sit at His sacred feet. Let Him awaken you to your field of infinite possibilities, to your oneness with Him. Register now. Pratyaksha Pada Puja.
KAILASA is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously.
I'll start from the basics and give you the best of the best of Vedas and Agamas. Listen. Purpose of life is enlightenment. Enlightenment means having the ultimate truth, the most powerful, ultimate truths as your operating inner software.
Nithyananda, Satya Nithyarupa, Nithyananda, Satya Nithyarupa, Brahma Nithyananda, Vishnu Shivarupa, Brahma Nithyananda, Vishnu Shivarupa.
The Aushadha bath really wakes you up, not only your mentally, but it feels like every pore of your body gets well woken up, because when you apply the Aushadha, it gets into your skin, it activates every little cell under the skin, and it just really gets you wide awake. Because with so little sleep, we are able to function and stay all day, do yoga, do power manifestation. I think the Aushadha bath is a huge component of that. Thank you, Swamiji.
When the universal truths become the source cognitions for you, when you start reverberating with the universal truths, cosmic constitution, the ultimate cognitions, Paramasatyas, it is literally like an elephant entering into a hut, vibrating in the frequency of the cosmic constitution, cosmic truths, universal truths.
I had an extraordinary experience here. It's just the amazing temple, everything, and the Gurukul kids. Every kid is just like a mini god. Oh my God, so amazing. Also, I had a lot of breakthrough with my power manifesting. So I highly recommend everybody just come. Whatever difficulty you face, just come, because you will never experience this kind of experience at anywhere in the world.
राजाधिराजाय प्रशक्यशालिने नमो।
Even a malignous man, by beginning in the company of satsanga, makes even the impossible as possible in this world. KAILASA is the message from Paramashiva to have superconscious breakthrough. Enlightenment, power manifestation, Paramashiva, everything serve to you without you even moving out of your couch. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. We can multiply the quality and quantity of your life. The most ancient
Anandam Paramasugadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, everyone. Welcome to this sharing segment of the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Maha Paramashivoham has started. With the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Maha Sannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivan's blessings, the Nija Avatara is gracing us with the Bhava Samadhi Darshans. So, how the participants of the Bhava Samadhi Darshans are experiencing. Today, we have here a few participants are going to share with us. So, before we get to listen to their sharing, Nithyananda Paramashivan's blessings, the Nitya Avatara is gracing us with the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. So, how the participants of the Bhava Samadhi Darshan are experiencing. Today, we have here few participants are going to share with us. So, before we get to listen to their sharing, Nityananda Paramashivam blessing, the Nitya Avatara is gracing us with the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. So, how the participants of the Bhava. Yes, sorry for that technical glitch. So, basically, we are all seekers. Seeking is what that led us to the avatar, our beloved Guru, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. That seeking, your seeking has led to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, where you are experiencing breakthroughs in life. And with these Bhava Samadhi Darshans, you are experiencing and manifesting the rejuvenation, reinvention of your own self, and break free from all your inauthenticities, incompletions, and what more. So, we welcome each and every one of you all over the globe from 150 countries for this journey and get to listen to this, the sharing of the participants. So before that, I would like to share who is the avatar, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and what is his, we will get to listen to his, about the brief of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. the grand narrative of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. The advent of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in Tiruvannamalai. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, born on January 3rd, 1978, in the holy town of Tiruvannamalai, India. On 17th July 1981, at the age of mere 3, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was initiated into Bala Sannyas, the child saint, by enlightened beings, masters, and his predecessors through a ritualistic ceremony. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was identified as an incarnation by the enlightened beings and the masters such as Yogiraj, Yoganandapuri, Vidwan, Panduranganar, and the 230th Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Tondai Mandala Adinam of Kanchi Mat. You can see the photograph of these, that the coronation at the age of 16 to revive the KAILASA. This photograph of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was organized to be taken by his Vedanta Guru, Mataji Vibhudanandapuri, also called Mataji Kuppamal. You can see there is a conch on the Kamandalu, the water pot to the left of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and a wooden stop to his right, all of which were given by her as the traditional items that are handed over along with the official induction as successor into the lineage. In the early days of mission, you can see all these photographs, how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was very young at the temple monastery complex of his Guru with Mataji Vibhudananda Puri in Tiruvannamalai was built back a brick by brick by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, and his gurus guided him and he followed. And you can see the middle photograph where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on 4th November 2002, at the age of 24, he establishes the headquarters of the Adi KAILASA Sarvajna Peetham, and you can see the various photographs of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's work. And the early days in his mission, and 2005, at the age of 27, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducts massive living enlightenment initiation conventions in South India, and also in 2005, April 6th, the discourses on stress to de-stress, the Oklahoma, the Medical Baptist Center in United States. And you can see the various other conventions, and you can see the Kumbh Mela at Nasik in 2015, and the various other conventions of mass living enlightenment at the Kumbh Mela festival in Ujjain. And now let us see the various coronations of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in a brief. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism are ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kanchi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham, that is Tondai Mandala Adhinam. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the incumbent emperor of Surya Vamsha Surangi Samrajyam. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the present 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharmamukhi Sargapuram Adhinam. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the present 293rd Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam of Kailasonnata Shamala Peeta Sarvajna Peetham. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the present Mahamandaleshwar, the supreme spiritual head of the Maha Nirvani Akhada of the largest apex monastic order. And Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of the head of the all spiritual leaders of Atal Akhada, the ancient apex body of Hinduism. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by the congregation of over 1,000 Hindu leaders. and the sovereign state of Sri Kailasa. Kailasa is a macrocosmic ancient Hindu enlightened civilizational nation whose vision is living enlightenment for all of humanity. Kailasa's mission is to revive and share with today's world the practical applications of the greater sciences of authentic Hinduism, including Hindu cosmic physics, Hindu alchemy, Hindu cosmology, Hindu biology, Hindu mathematics, power manifestation, and other sciences as revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. These sciences were once practiced freely in over 56 nations across the continent, but are now facing extinction due to persecution over a millennium. And you can see the 108 Sri Kailasas United Nations initiatives. You can also see the all these projects listed out in the kailasa.org website. Sri Kailasa United Nations 108 initiatives support a variety of humanitarian services, which collectively allows for the creation of an enlightened, peaceful, sustainable, equitable, resilient, and thriving world. And 1 billion meals served over the past 27 years. Every month for the past 27 years, the Hindu ASMT community has served more than 3 million annadan, the free organic meals as per the tradition in religious gatherings to everyone without discrimination. And you can see the Kailasa's protective and preventive COVID care centers offered by SKUN for affordable and holistic healthcare. During the pandemic, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism converted his monastery campuses into a multi-layer quarantine facility and free for all people, regardless of any differences in age, gender, caste, creed, ethnicity, color, or socio-economic status, food, shelter, internet, and all basic facilities, including free medical care for an indefinite period of time. Then you can see the Nithyananda Hindu University, NHU, and Nithyananda Gurukul offered by SKUN for various for education, reform, and development. And the Nithyananda Jnanalaya and the Hinduismpedia offered by the SKUN for the protection of Hindu scriptures. And the conferences for world peace offered by SKUN for global peace and religious harmony. And the women empowerment programs offered by SKUN for feminine empowerment and gender equality. And Nithyananda Yoga offered by SKUN for yoga with 2 Guinness World Records established on September 30th and October 3rd, 2017. And despite being heavily persecuted continuously for over a decade, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nithyananda Paramashivam, is unwavered in his intention, commitment, and action in building the only Hindu nation, the sovereign state of Sri Kailasa, to protect, revive, and preserve Hinduism, the most ancient, most peaceful, still living, and long-lasting demonstrable system that shows the possibility of peaceful coexistence amongst people. The sovereign state of Sri Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization nation, the first nation of Hindus, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, spoke on behalf of the 2 billion global Hindu diaspora at the 14th session of the United Nations Forum on the Missionary Issues, the second meeting. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism survived over 70 assassination attempts and physical attacks on in India and abroad. The 40 attacks on community members, destruction of the monasteries and temples, over 60 incidents of attack, molestation, and rape of women and women monks, and the intense lawfare via over 100 false legal cases, all but one are dismissed, and intersectional persecution using the entire government mechanism, politically owned media, police, and judiciary controlled by politicians, inciting mob violence via social media. Despite all the persecution, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism continues to continues to serve one and all with various projects. And one of the recent projects is KAILASA's Ishanya project. Let us see some fundamental truths. Humanity as a modern society has already reached a state of technology and infrastructure to provide food, clothing, and medical care for all 8 billion people, calling planet Earth a home. Unfortunately, our decision makers have not reached the necessary conscious level to make the humanitarian decisions of providing basic needs for all 8 billion people. The survival needs of all 8 billion people doesn't depend on availability of housing and food, but rather on the conscious level of decision makers. It is the only consciousness we lack, nothing else, says the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And if you see the world today, there is a food wastage, clothing wastage, medical equipment wastage, home and shelter wastage, and 1/3 of if you see the statistics, 1/3 of the food produced in the world for human consumption every year, approximately 1.3 billion tons of getting lost or wasted. And you can see the statistics projected on the screen. And the medical equipment, US medical waste will attain the 5.25 billion USD by 2027. Among regulated and unregulated clinical waste, around 80 to 80% can be reused. There's so much of statistics are projected on the screen. And for the clothing, 100 billion garments are produced each year, but with 33% going to landfill. You can see various statistics that are projected on the screen. And the homeless. The world has millions of vacant homes, but 42 million of its and 426 million homes are vacant. Roughly 1 in 10 homes in advanced economics are empty. So you can see the various other statistics also projected here on the screen. So what are KAILASA's initiatives? KAILASA's aim is to raise the consciousness level in the world and bring to the fore to the real issues facing the world, and through a specialized process of recycling, facilitating the movement of good quality, unwanted items from the have to the have not. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism started the project, initiated this project of Ishanya. He says this Chaturmasa, the 4 months from July to October alone, 1 crore people should practice the Samadhi to raise their consciousness level, and 1 crore people should be pulled out of poverty. For donors, it's a great boon to provide those in need. It's a win-win-win-win situation. So with these statistics, we understand the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is not only taking care of all our basic needs, the food, shelter, medical needs to one and all, but he also the main essence of the human life, that is the raise our conscious level. Is continuously working to raise our conscious shift. And as part of this, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism graciously giving us the Bhava Samadhi Darshans and to experience Maha Paramashivoham, the 64 manifestations of Paramashiva. And as part of it, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is graced last 2 days of the Rudra Bhava Samadhi Darshans. Rudra dimensions are 11. Eka Dasha Rudra. For those of you who never attended, the viewers, who is Rudra? If you are wondering, anyone who meditates on Rudra, the Lord of Samhara, will be free from all types of the inauthenticity and incompletions. And if you want the Nitya Yavana, that means the eternally to be young, beautiful, handsome, meditate on the form of Rudra. Rudra is Paramashiva's manifestation of rejuvenation and reinvention by breaking all the patterns. So last 2 days, we have thousands of devotees joining Zoom sessions, experiencing the Bhava Samadhi Darshans of the Rudra. So today we have the participants here who experience the Rudra Bhava Samadhi Darshans. So let's listen to their sharings, what they experienced, how it transformed them, how their life got a new shift with this Bhava Samadhi Darshans and experienced the Maha Paramashivoham, the glimpses of Maha Paramashivoham. So I would invite Margot to share her experience of the Rudra Bhava Samadhi Darshan. So thank you so much, Margot, Nithyanandam, and welcome to the show to share your experiences.
Nithyanandam, thank you, Ma. So I am Margot. I am from France. So about the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of the 11 Rudras, we had the extreme blessing of being able to attend 8 of the 11 forms of Rudras. Each time, Bhagavan is dazzling all the details, the jewel, the clothes, the item like treasure, everything to immerse us in a divine atmosphere. I have the impression to be transporting in very raised dimensions. I felt a lot of pleasure to be there, peace, bliss, and an intense kundalini. The moments of dance, and it's really magnificent. All the atmosphere, it's really magnificent. Also, I want to share about the preparation for the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. The preparations are important, and I felt that the Acharyas support the space by creating an intensity and the possibility of manifesting whatever we want to manifest in our life. The different interactive exercises are very enriching, like to scan the pattern and open the living enlightenment, to have straight answer, to manifest the Shaktis, everything are very enriching. Since the happening of the Bhava Samadhi, I could observe that since today, I feel a great energy that carries me in my daily life. I am a mother of 2 year old boy, and since 2 days, I greet them very clearly, and I accomplish the task with more bliss, joy, and clarity. No procrastination, even for cleaning or tidying my homes. Since today, I feel my family and I are active, and even in the simple task. Physically, I feel much better, so more strong, very strong, but bliss, and peace. Very positive energy. The Bhava Samadhi Darshan give us back our power to exist. It is very what I feel like Satchitananda. I exist and I can exist in my home and doing my task, duty, but feeling happy to exist. And really I encourage the people to join and manifest their life as they want. And attend the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Thank you so much.
That's wonderful sharing, Margot. Thank you for sharing. So, with this Bhava Samadhi Darshan, you're experiencing the glimpses of Maha Paramashivoham. So, the Maha Paramashivoham, the 21-day, the super consciousness breakthrough that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is going to grace us with. So, are you planning to join the program, the Maha Paramashivoham, the 21-day super consciousness, a breakthrough in the super consciousness of the Maha Paramashivoham?
Sure, Ma. I want to see Swamiji, enlightenment, and everything. I want to attend Maha Paramashivoham this December.
Yes, but all of you put your intention at paramashivoham.org. You can see the various details of the program of Maha Paramashivoham. So the website is paramashivoham.org. You can register and file your intention on this site. And thank you so much, Ma Margot. And now I would like to invite Ma Ashini to share her experience of the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. So welcome, Ma Ashini, and share.
Yes,
Nithyananda
Ma. Yes, I would say that the Bhava Samadhi Darshan has transformed my life. I have become a more positive person, and during the Darshan, I felt very much calm.
Ashini, can you please share how you were, like what is that, a brief about you, how you were, a brief about you.
Sorry. So I am, yes, of course. So I am Ashini from Mauritius. Yes, and I have been attending the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, and I must say that the Darshan has transformed my life. It has transformed me in a positive person, and I feel very much at peace when during his Darshan, during Swamiji's Darshan, and I feel an internal peace, a happiness which I have never felt before. And yes, of course, I would say that my house has been infused as if with a positive energy. Even though, Swamiji was far, I have been seeing him on screen, but I felt very much connected to him, very close. I sometimes feel as if he's here with me in my house. And not only me, my family members as well would feel a certain peace, a certain high level of energy, and I feel very energetic. And also, I would say that during the program, I have come to learn about more about that Hindu Sanatana religion, the different aspect of that religion, the powers within that religion, and also the powers of mantras, how powerful mantras are if they are correctly pronounced. So I would say that this program has increased my level of awareness. And also, I would say that, I have been struggling with anxiety. But with Swamiji's blessings, with his darshans, I would say that I have been able to get over the my depression, and I feel more alive, and I see the brighter side of life now instead of looking only at the negative parts, and yeah, it's just changed my perspective, and it's just it has raised my level of consciousness, and listening to that to Swamiji just makes you feel very good, as if you feel very confident. You feel as if you will be able to face any problems that comes in your life. Okay, there was a problem, but you have a solution, and you will be able to overcome it. I feel very confident, and the level of confidence that I feel now, I have never felt it before. So it's been a very awesome, amazing, incredible journey being with Swamiji.
That's so wonderful sharing, Ma,
Yes.
Ashini. That's so wonderful. So literally, you got the a shift in complete your mental set of physical well-being.
I'm more aware of myself. Yes, I'm more aware of myself. I'm more conscious of things going around me, and I feel a certain calmness as well. I have that clarity of mind. I know now whatever decisions I should take, as if I'm being guided by Swamiji himself. And I feel his presence.
That's wonderful sharing, Ma. Thank you so much for sharing. So, are you planning to attend the Maha Paramashivoham from December 29th to?
Yes, of course. I'm looking forward to see him again, his darshan, because it's just transformed my life. I'm just waiting for the auspicious moment.
Yes. So, all the viewers, so are the sharing that the glimpses that all of us are experiencing the various manifestations of Paramashiva, the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, the Nija Avatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, gracing us, and we are experiencing the 11 dimensions of the Rudra, the Ekadasha Rudra. We had the 8 dimensions we experienced, and today we are going to have the 3 more dimensions of the Ekadasha Rudra. We invite all of you to join for the Bhava Samadhi Darshans. Now, we have Ma Rohini to share her experiences. Nithyanandam, Roshni, thank you so much for joining. Yes.
So, Nithyanandam, everyone. I'm Rohini Stacey Samaru from Trinidad and Tobago. And, just being in this space with Swamiji and Sangha, it is so amazing. Absolutely amazing. Like, I don't even have words at times, because it's just like I'm talking to you and I just feel like I'm just living in bliss, because that feeling is beyond anything in this world. So with the programs, basically, before entering programs or being involved in stuff, I was basically feeling lost and unaware of things, feeling frustrated and not even knowing where to go, or what to do. And I just decided consciously to make these decisions and just sit in with Swamiji and do programs and participate and get involved wherever I can. And Ma, that was the best decision of my life ever. I would not ever look back. I would not have it any other way. You know, and through the things that I have been experiences, especially with this darshan, it is amazing. For me, it's like reboot. I felt like throughout the darshans, I felt like parts of me, parts of the old me were ripping away. With every time Swamiji came on in a different form, I just felt like, okay, like an onion, like a layer was removing and another one was coming and being removed. And it was like reboot. Like my soul feels so different. I feel so alive. It is absolutely amazing.
That's wonderful sharing, Ma. Thank you for sharing. And for those of you watching this powerful, beautiful, sweet sharings, Bhava Samadhi Darshan, that Maha Paramashivoham, the glimpses of the Maha Paramashivoham, that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is gracing us. And today, you are all going to have the Bhava Samadhi of the Ekadasha Rudra, Bhava Samadhi Darshan. And the preparation of this Bhava Samadhi Darshan start at the 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those of you who never know about the Rudra Bhava Samadhi Darshan, the Rudra is the Paramashiva's manifestation of rejuvenation, removing what is not needed, the incompletion, the inauthenticity, your anxieties. As Ma Ashini shared, all that we carry, the heaviness, various incompletions, the Rudra removes what is not needed. He removes and rejuvenates us. So, the Rudra literally do the samhara, meaning kills us all that is not needed. And join us back for the Bhava Samadhi Darshan at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as part of the Paramashivoham, I would like to share the Maha Paramashivoham, which is going to happen from December 9th to 29th. The evolve to your highest superconscious self this December with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. And go ahead and register for the program. File your intention at this website, paramashivoham.org. And you can see the other details on this website, paramashivoham.org. And manifest the deeper dimensions of you. Experience the superconscious state this December with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Maha Sannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. So with this, we will conclude our session of the sharing of the Bhava Samadhi Darshans, and let us sit with the deep space of gratitude to listen to the satsang by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let's sit with a deep space of gratitude and a strong feeling connection. Let's chant the Maha Vakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sarvanyapita Yajamans, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Tanedar Kotari, everyone sitting with us through Nithyananda TV and two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha all over the world. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I'll enter into the next verse in Kenopanishad. Recite along with me. Naham manye Suveteti Nona veteti Vedacha Yonastat Vedatat Veta Nona veteti Vedacha Naham manye suvedeti Nona vedeti vedacha Yonastat veda Tat veda Nona vedeti vedacha Naham manye Suvedeti Nona vedeti Vedacha Yonastat Veda Tat Veda Nona Vedeti Vedacha. Listen. The English translation. The disciples said, I do not think that I know it well, and not that I do not know it. I know and I do not know as well. One who amongst us subjectively cognizes and knows that to be as, not that I do not know it, and also I know it not, truly knows it. Listen, definition of a disciple is, it's not that he completely does not know, it's not that he completely knows, and he knows something and he does not know something. Understand? Knowing what you know is knowledge. Knowing what you don't know is also knowledge. Knowing what you don't know is also knowledge. Not knowing what you don't know is ignorance. Not knowing is not ignorance. Not knowing what you don't know is ignorance. Knowing what you know is knowledge. Knowing what you don't know is also knowledge. Not knowing what you don't know is only ignorance. Beautifully disciple says, I do not think I know it well. Means, I don't think, he is very clear. He is not completely enlightened. And he also knows, it's not that I don't know at all. And not that I do not know it. Naham manya svayeteti, nona vedeti vedachaha. I do not think I know it well, and that does not mean I do not know. I know and I do not know as well. Means, there are some parts of the truth I do get into that embodied states, but there are some parts of the truth still not revealing itself to me, or I am not occurring to it. Listen carefully. I use the word embodied. Just today morning, I was having conversation with some of the ashramites. The concept I was explaining, if you understand, you will be able to understand this verse clearly. Upanishads are basically helping you to embody the consciousness they are describing. The last verse, Kenopanishad described about the pure questioning. Yati manyase suvedeti tapramevapi nunam tvam vetta brahmano rupam yatasyatvam yatasyat desh deveshvatanu mimamsyamevate manyavititam. If you think, the Guru says, if you think I know it very well, then you certainly have known only very little expression of Brahman's true nature and form. What you know is conditioned by your limited perception of Brahman's expression in yourself and its expression among the gods too. Therefore, Brahman, the absolute truth, is still to be sincerely inquired into, contemplated and internalized by you. See this whole verse. If you start thinking, contemplating, internalizing, I gave you a very precise technique. Whenever you find time, even while cooking, while lifting stones, while making calls, while serving, between few minutes, whenever you find time, surely you will be having enough time when you go for 1, 2, 3, all that. Surely you are not going to be doing anything else at that time, and your mind is not going to be active unless you have a constipation. All those moments you get, turn towards you, ask, what is it in me which is making me breathe? What is it in me which is making me hear, listen? What is it in me which is making me see? What is it in me that is making me breathe? At that time, don't breathe too much. understand even this question, suddenly turn your attention to something that will make you experience what I call embodied states of consciousness. In Sanskrit, we have a beautiful word, Bhava Samadhi. Whatever becomes your Bhava Samadhi is known to you. Whatever has not become your Bhava Samadhi is not known to you. Whatever has become your Bhava Samadhi is known to you. Whatever has not become your Bhava Samadhi is not known to you. Make your life the lifestyle of Bhava Samadhi. I was talking today morning about Rudrabhishekam. What for it is? Early morning, 4:30 when you get up and pour cold water on you and finish the Panchakriya, go and sit in front of that Shivalinga, 1008 Shivalingas, energized personally by Sadashiva. Sit and connect with Sadashiva, wherever you may be, whoever you may be, whatever form you may be. Something I may know, something I may not know. O Sadashiva, I know you are the source of everything. You are everything. And you are in this linga, you are in this body. You are the source for both. Let me connect with you. Let you reveal yourself to me. Let me be in the Bhava Samadhi of you. Shivoham. Sit. When you sit in that Bhava and do action of Rudrabhishekam, the embodied states of consciousness becomes your reality. Bhava Samadhi becomes possibility. I tell you, it is this Bhava Samadhis which are the juiciest moments of life. Till you experience this Bhava Samadhis, only sex will be the juiciest point in life, juiciest experience in your life. You will be running behind only that. Understand, only Bhava Samadhis can give you the higher taste in life, higher joy in life, higher consciousness in life. Then after that, whether you want to have a physical joys or don't want to have is up to you. But without having the Bhava Samadhi, if you are enjoying only the physical pleasures, it will be so suffocating, because so many things need to be maintained. Even with all that maintenance, it is many times disappointing you. So everything related to your physical pleasure and physical pleasure life, you will start developing incompletions with it, and you will start hating it. I tell you, many times I have seen people getting into this. They will go to Hawaii, they will go to Kashmir, they will go to Goa. Instead of enjoying their vacation, they will start planning, if I have a vacation home here, how sweet it will be. They will buy a vacation home, and maintenance and all that will become such headache, and so much of incompletions they will develop. They will never ever again even hear the word Goa. Even the word Goa will be so heavy for them. I have seen people doing this. Understand, Bhava Samadhi, embodied states of consciousness, will awaken such amazing doors about life to you. That is why Rudrabhishekam. In that half an hour, you will just enter into that Bhava Samadhi of Shivoham. Kirtan is a technique for Bhava Samadhi. When your stomach gets churned again and again, it will release all the pitta, all the toxins will be cleansed. Suddenly you will see the stomach feels so much of joy. It's as if you have swallowed a joy pillow and it is sitting there. Now it feels like acid pillow. If you just do the kirtan fully, with all that rotating the body and steps, you will suddenly feel the whole stomach has become like a joy pillow. You swallowed a joy pillow and it is sitting inside. It will be so sweet and light. The embodying different states of consciousness, our embodied state of consciousness, is the purpose of all the spiritual practice, whether it is pure questioning or unclutching, complete completion, morning yoga, Rudrabhishekam, or Guru Puja, or Kirtan, or the Satsang. By the time you come to the Satsang, you should be ready to embody what I am sharing, what I am entangling, or what I am vibrating. Whatever becomes your Bhava Samadhi is known to you. Whatever has not become your Bhava Samadhi is unknown to you. That is all Upanishad is expressing in the second verse. Second verse, Naham manye suvedeti nona vedeti vedachaha yonastat veda tat veda nona vedeti vedacha. One amongst us subjectively cognizes and knows that to be as, not that I do not know it, the not known reality, and also I know it not, the unknown reality truly knows it. See, if you know what has become your Bhava Samadhi and what is yet to become your Bhava Samadhi, you have a complete knowledge about you. Constantly working all your intellectual understandings to become Bhava Samadhi, embodied states of consciousness. I tell you, the wealth you can acquire while you are in the human body, the highest wealth you can acquire while you are in the human body is embodied states of consciousness. Bhava Samadhi. Sometimes bhakti, love, sometimes that Shivoham, sometimes the Suddhadvaita Anubhuti. How you embody the consciousness. Embodying consciousness means your length, breadth, depth is filled by that one bhava. Your length, breadth, depth radiates, vibrates with that one consciousness. When you embody consciousness, that becomes reality. See, when I embody Sadashiva, simply whomever I initiate, they manifest the powers. If you are a balasant without much toxins, you directly manifest. If you are an adult with some toxins, at least toxins starts coming down. If I put 20 initiations, the first initiation starts opening up. There are some people in the ashram, if you tell them 100 jokes, for the first joke they will start laughing. During the 98th joke. That is the way. If I give 100 initiation, by 98th initiation, the first initiation will start working. That is okay. I am ready to do that hard work also, no problem. If you are going to manifest, I am ready to do anything. Embodying consciousness. Embodying consciousness. Becoming Shiva Gana, Chit Gana. Consciousness means Chit. Embodying means Gana. Chit Gana Anubhava. For example, in the morning yoga, the experience which is expected is you feeling the whole body is nectar. In the yoga, yoga is all about experiencing tremendous ecstasy, orgasm in the very body without any other body, just in the air. The whole body vibrating the joy. Amrita Sharira. That is the conscious embodiment. Chit Gana Anubhava. Supposed to happen during the yoga. The purpose of yoga is that only. Do Mallakamba or hang in the rope and do, or roll on the ground and do upside down. Use all the accessories required. Use even weights required. Whatever you want, you have full freedom. The goal, the context is embodying Amrita Sharira. Embodying the ecstatic body without external touch, just by the air. Next, Panchakriya. Panchakriya is such embodying purification. Once you complete the Panchakriya, you should feel your whole body is pure. Then puja, embodying bhakti, consciousness. Chit Gana Anubhava of bhakti, Bhava Samadhi of bhakti. Surrender, devotion, dropping all the crap from the head. In the Panchakriya, below the chest you clean. Whatever is unnecessary you drop. During puja, above the head you clean. Whatever is unnecessarily accumulated you drop. During the satsang, you sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, just to reverberate, vibrate, entangle. Sadashivoham. Shuddhadvaita Satya. The whole morning routine I have designed as a complete embodying the state of consciousness. Chit Gana Anubhava. Chit Gana Anubhava. It is all about Bhava Samadhi. It is all about Bhava Samadhi. Whatever has become your Bhava Samadhi, Chit Gana Anubhava, you know it. Whatever has not become your Chit Gana Anubhava, you don't know it. I'll continue to expand the deeper sacred secrets. In further satsangs, I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.